Day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Todd, standing out here on expedition in the Rocky Mountains up here in northern Canada. We're just on day 3 approximately here. Kind of lose track of that stuff, but we've only been out here for a couple of days and already had something very significant happen that has just turned out to be more significant than I even hoped. So this is the cameras that we're going to have activated out here. They're going to watch camp because as most of my expeditioners know and a lot of my followers know, Sasquatch have been banging on the trailers and lifting the trailers, smashing them, and coming around base camp a lot. So these cameras are going to remove any other possibility of anything other than it being a Sasquatch by filming, and they're night and day cameras. So what's super cool, first thing I want to show you is the cameras that we're going to have activated out here. They're going to watch camp because as most of my expeditioners know and a lot of my followers know, Sasquatch have been banging on the trailers and lifting the trailers, smashing them, and coming around base camp a lot. So these cameras are going to remove any other possibility of anything other than it being a Sasquatch by filming, and they're night and day cameras. So but what's super cool, first thing I want to show you is, so when we first came out here, so Logan mostly put this camera up with my help, and you could see these little rings here were to hold up the wire that goes up to the camera. Well, this was up when we first came, and now it's not. And as you can see, so this upper ring here, it's pretty much intact. It was ripped out. This lower one is actually like ripped. So that would have taken some pretty significant wind, which we haven't had. We'd have gusts and stuff of wind, but nothing anywhere nearly significant. Like our whole camp would have been blown all to bits and a mess would have been here if we had wind enough to blast this off. So that clearly didn't happen. So something broke that, and it was over a period of one night that it had broken. So I just found out from the expeditioner, so that's one piece of the puzzle. I just found out from the expeditioner that as she came out here, she had two kind of paradigms, that she didn't want to see a bear, or she was worried about seeing bears, and that she was also worried because we're putting up these cameras and she knows I've been talking a lot about how they shake the trailers, bang the trailers around. She did not want a Sasquatch to come and shake the trailer while she was in it. So she had those two things. As we drove here, she got the bear paradigm out because she saw a bear on the way in here and it was in the truck and she was very comfortable with that. That's not really significant. But the second issue is she did not want the trailer shook. She was afraid of that, and it was something that was a concern of hers. So what happened last night? Or was it the night before? Was last night or night before? First night we were here. So we're both in the trailer. She's in the front section of it. I'm in way over on the back side. And when I roll around or move, she can kind of feel it. And, she moved a little bit, I moved a little bit. What happened was, I believe, a Sasquatch came around that night. And so there was a time where I felt the trailer shake oddly. Just like a nice, gentle, smooth shake. And she actually woke up to it as well. Probably, she was looking over at you were looking at the spot before it shook. Are you kidding me? So she woke up, looked at the spot where this camera wire was broken and where we felt the trailer shake, and the trailer shook. But you know what? Because of her paradigm, so she saw the bear. She was scared to see the bear. She saw the bear. It happened. It worked out very positively because she's a positive person and has an excellent, amazing life, and she manifests great things. So what happened with the Sasquatch? No, he didn't bang the trailer. No, he didn't lift the trailer and smash it. He gently swayed it. Broke the wire, is my theory. She felt him through mind speak. Even I must have too, because a shake like that, I literally woke up and thought, oh, it's just her and she's maybe going to the bathroom or something. And even wasn't it halfway through the shake? You called to me, Todd, are you shaking the trailer? That's what you said. Are you shaking the trailer? And I was very steady and catatonic in my position. And I responded, no. Also, I wanted to say, are you shaking the trailer? But obviously, that would have been a stupid question because she wouldn't have been asking otherwise. So the trailer was shook very, very gently. And these pieces of, so her not wanting that to happen, it happening gently, the trailer shaking for absolutely no reason, and then the broken wire all point to a very high likelihood that a Sasquatch came around, unless you're going to say a bear did this, because I'm going to tell you, any expeditioner will laugh in your face if you're going to say a person came out here and did this. Even watch me. Just, you're going to have to trust my response, because this expeditioner is going to remain anonymous. But watch this. Hey, yo, it was a person that was out here. Yeah, I just got that. No, so it just doesn't happen. You got to get that crap out of your head. There are no people that come out here. Nobody was here in the pitch black 2 a.m. And wasn't it pitch black then? Pitch black, guys. Like, you can't walk around without a flashlight here. There's 5,000 things to trip over besides the wilderness all around. You'd make a ton of noise, but Sasquatch can see quite well at night, well enough to move around like that. The other thing too is this is not really a window. She wouldn't have seen anything. And if the Sasquatch would have been able to shake the trailer here and move the trailer gently. Did you hear anything else that you can think of? No pushing on the trailer? Because I heard nothing but sway. That's amazing. Like, just a sway. Like, because when I do that right now, when I just tested it, there's creaking going on. Listen. See, as I push on it, I have to at least do that. Unless I pushed it here on the corner. If I push it here, it's silent. If I do anything like that, like, you would really hear, I would have heard that. It would have sounded like, it was 20 seconds of shaking. So, and I agree. I think I would say I woke up probably halfway through it. I felt at least 10 seconds of it. It was a very gentle sway. So if I'm correct, if my theory holds water, and it was a Sasquatch that did that, what's the most amazing thing about it is he was responding to her in a way that's positive. You must understand that. There's no way she didn't want the trailer shook, and she certainly didn't want it shook violently. So what did they do? They taught her a lesson, because they're teachers. That's what I refer to them as my teachers. So they came out here and they said, okay, you saw your bear. You got through that paradigm. Now we're going to take you through this one. We're going to sway the trailer gently. Make sure you wake up. Sway the trailer gently and make it, was it ultimately a positive experience? Now, the teachers come out and make it a positive experience. So I'm going to even put the likelihood of this having been a Sasquatch, it's so high. Like, it's so ridiculously high. Like, if I say 80%, I'm going to be being very conservative. And I'm telling you this because I get lessons from them. My expeditioners get lessons from them. What we learn out here from these incredible masters of the wilderness is just, it's unending. TV shows want me to come out here and write a dialogue and a story, like when I was on Survivor, man. They want me to do a whole story and a whole plan, and that just goes right out the window because these guys own it out here. I'm not the boss. They're the apex species out here. They take over, and literally, you must understand this. I have some decent telepathy skills. I'm pretty novice at it, I would say, at this point. But amongst people, I'm going to be a top 1%. I would never in a billion... I had no idea that she didn't want the trailer shook. I had no idea shaking it lightly. You know what I mean? Like, the empath that was capable of doing what was done, waking us up, or waking her up specifically, just before it happened, letting her know... You understand, the trailer has 360 degrees she could have been looking. Oh, no. She was looking at the corner where the cord was broken and the trailer was shook, and it was shook in a way that she needed to move forward, to shift a paradigm. That's Sasquatch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you this. I experienced this stuff on expedition after expedition, blowing my mind with these incredible things that transpire with myself and the people that come out here. And that's what's so exceptional about this discovery. This is not some new Billy ape or gorilla. This is an incredible apex sentient species that literally has the ability to teach us things that will actually enhance and change humanity forever. And what I'm talking about is us ascending up into the level of telepathy. They've been doing this. They're masters of telepathy. I literally talk to my expeditioners, and I tell you, for them, that's how you communicate with a Sasquatch. They don't understand English, and you learn how to speak through empathic behavior by sending a picture or a video and attaching an emotion to it. It's a universal concept to speak. You can mind speak with your dog. You can mind speak with family members, individuals, but you have to do it not by language, but by sending these signals. That's how telepathy truly works. It's an image with an emotion attached to it that expresses meaning to you. And that's what I'm learning out here. That's what expeditioners are experiencing. And human beings can't do this. So the discovery of this species, the reason they've been able to evade us is because they are literally light years away from us. I am, if not the top, one of the top tiered trackers alive today that in the Pacific Northwest. There's no competition really for me. I'm at the top tier minimally, because I'm telling you, I've spent over 2,000 days in the wilderness backcountry, trained by Northern Cree elders, Blackfoot people, and just the scientific method and technological advances that we have. I've used those things. So just based on that experience alone, there's really not much competition for me out there. And I'm telling you this because they own me. There is no competition between me and them. They are light years ahead of me. The only time I ever think I'm ahead, it's because I'm so far behind in what's going on out here. They're intellectually, mentally, spiritually superior to me, especially when it comes to the wilderness and nature. And I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with that. Oh, we're human beings with the ultimate power on this planet. But are we? They live in perfect equilibrium. They are, when it comes to things, what's really important in life, more than anything, to have a really rich, impactful, beautiful life, is I would argue is to be free, to be wild, right? And if you think you're wild, being domesticated, wearing glasses and shirts and putting shoes on, you understand they're naked, running around free? Like what's true in life is we pay death and taxes. They pay no taxes. They go wherever they want. They do whatever they want. Like a Sasquatch up here can go, I want to go to Alabama. Do you think he needs a passport, flying on a plane, go through customs, all that crap that we have to do? No, he's free. He just walks there. It might take 2 months, but what a wonderful journey. That's what a free being is. And they're so connected to nature. They're so organic and they're so free that we have nothing to offer them. We literally come out here on expedition, humbly learning from these masters of the wilderness. So this is a very significant undertaking. You must understand that the possibility of these things having happened, even if the possibilities of what I'm saying, shaking the trailer, empathically knowing that this expedition required that is an absolute phenomenal, incredible miracle. And that's why I believe Sasquatch did it, because these things are happening continuously on expedition after expedition. Thank you very much for your time. Much more to come.